will be a second season in our future. And I'm happy to announce that the next week I will be reviewing The Promised Neverland, one of my favorite 2019 ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Lair of the Film Exorcist. Tonight, I will be reviewing The Promised Neverland, the story of three kids trying to escape a child farming orphanage before they're shipped out for a demon harvest. The crew consists of director Mamoru Konobe, the story was written by Toshiyuki Ono, and the music was created by Takehiro Obata, and it was created by Cloverworks. The cast involves Emma, who was voiced by Sumire Morohoshi and Erica Menendez. Norman is voiced by Maya Ichida and Gianni Tirado. And Ray is voiced by Maria Isi and Laura Stahl. And Mama Isabella is voiced by Yukio Kaida and Laura Post. Now on to my opinion. To start, I'd like to say that from the ending of the very first episode, which I witnessed on Toonami, I was completely hooked, especially after seeing our demonic villain's ugly white faces and Connie's pale, lifeless body as it laid inside the back of the supply truck. From this point, I knew this anime was going to be really dark, just because of those moments. And speaking of dark, let's talk about our more prominent villain, Isabella. We know her as the caring mother of the orphans, but she's also a very strongly trained assassin, and with these qualities, this makes her a really intimidating opponent, especially with that kindly smile, which we learn later on is both fake yet also real. And on the other hand, we have our main characters, Ray, Emma, and Norman, who aren't your typical children because of their amazing abilities and how quickly they realized what was going on, despite it being 10 years, but that's pretty quick for most. With these amazing abilities, we have Emma, who's got a very kind heart, who also shows incredible athletic prowess. Norman, who doesn't have much going in the strength department, but he makes up for it with his quick decision-making skills. And Ray, while quick to give up, is also a great inventor. And if you're familiar with any escape or heist movies, you know that you can't have one without the other two. Now, another aspect of the show that I really enjoy is how each episode is given a number like the ones on the children's necks, which is pretty clever, and I wish more shows did something like this. And throughout the show, you feel this huge weight on your shoulders, because you never know if one of our main characters is going to end up in, or if they're all going to end up escaping. And this just continues to make this show perfect as a suspenseful show and a supernatural show. Now on top of that, we also get the sad backstory of both Krona and Isabel, which makes you realize that the only reason they do what they do is because they're both just like Emma and the others, except Isabella had a crush that ended up like Norman, and it ended up hurting her heart a bit, and that's also the origin of the little lullaby that we hear her hum in many of the episodes, and she also just wants to have a better life than just being eaten. Now on to my two favorite episodes, which are 11 and 12, which began and ended the escape from Gracefield's home and featured the almost suicide of Ray to distract Isabella and the rest of the children. And it gives us the previously mentioned origin of Isabella, with each scene feeling like you're stepping on eggshells. I have to say that this is one of the best escape shows I've seen since the movie Shawshank Redemption. And I know that's going to get a lot of controversy because that is a really good movie, and it has all the elements present to make it great, and I'm glad to say it's not over yet. Because next year is when Season 2 is scheduled to come out. So with that news, I'm glad to give this show a 10 out of 10, and I can't wait to review the second season when it comes out, and let's all hope that it's as good as what I've heard about the manga and the light novel. Because, guys, I don't read the light novel, I don't read the manga, because it's not as good as the anime. I'm an anime fan, one and all. So next week, we will be reviewing Domestic Girlfriend, which I'm hoping is pretty good, since to me it sounds like a mix of Kiss Exorcists and Scum's Wish, two great animes that I've watched previously. So I'll see you guys next week, and please remember to keep your children close before the next harvest. Good night, everybody!